this is Juliana Kenny here at the Telecom Exchange in New York City. I'm joined by Les Williams, Director of Product for Interconnection and Ethernet Exchange for Telex. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Juliana.
So
Nice
tell me a little bit about why you're here and what's going on today.
Well, Telex is a mainstay in the New York data center interconnection space, and in the US as well, and globally. We have the most density in terms of carrier networks that come into our facilities and a robust set of interconnection products. So it's only fitting that we're here. And we used to run an event similar to the Telecom Exchange, which bring industry professionals together. And that is translated into a more of an online platform.
CBX?
The CBX.
Is that? Okay.
So,
yes.
Yeah, so Telex was a pioneer of that at the time. And at the moment, we have developed that and turned it into an online tool that our customers benefit from, and it spreads across all our global marketplace. And the way we have this done is just so we can better align with the industry trends, because we see a lot of data center consolidation, we see a lot of explosion in bandwidth, depending on whatever application it is, and consumers, providers are getting very sophisticated with these applications, and they are bringing it into our data center space. So we are noticing within our space that it's not only about the space and the security that we provide or the neutrality that we provide, it's also about the interconnection and being able to market, offer services beyond that, and be able to discover these services as well. So at Telex, what we're doing now is rolling out our interconnection center that layers on top of our data center facilities to provide that enhanced solution to our customers. Within our interconnection center today, you would find communities of interest that spreads many different verticals. We have the financial business exchange, we have the cloud exchange, we have a service provider community. So we've structured things so much so that people of similar interests can be grouped, and we do specialized packages to address these market verticals and be able to get them to speak one to the other and be able to market, buy and sell. So our centers are not only just a place to keep devices anymore or just meet somebody and connect. It's a place where it becomes that place for our customers to be able to generate revenue, quickly extend their network, market their services, generate revenue. Likewise, for savvy enterprise customers that are moving into the multi-tenant data space, they are able to discover these sophisticated applications quickly and can take advantage of it with low latency, proximity to carriers, be able to get direct access to the eyeball networks that they need when you talk about CDN. So that's the strategy for Telex going forward, making sure we are that preferred partner for our customers to help them extend and generate revenue within
That's
our
great.
center.
Well, you mentioned earlier that Telex has been making some improvements to its services already. Tell me a little bit about those.
Well, one thing that is in the core of our interconnection center at the moment is the Ethernet Exchange. Ethernet Exchange is a nascent technology at the moment, and it started off with connectivity from carrier to carrier. Now within our space, we have a rich ecosystem of over 900 plus customers, service providers, global as well as local, and as well as little regional providers as well. And what we've done with the Ethernet Exchange is that we've opened it up, that it goes beyond just the carrier-to-carrier connectivity point. Ethernet Exchange, by its nature, is a scalable technology. It's dynamic. It allows you to have one connection into our center, one interconnect, and you're able to reach multiple destinations. Now, traditionally, the way it's been implemented is Ethernet Exchange to Ethernet Exchange. You have to have two people being on the same Ethernet Exchange platform for them to be able to have a meaningful exchange of traffic, or for them to be able to reach meaningful endpoints. At Telex, we've deployed a solid state-of-the-art core in our interconnection center to support these products that allows interworking between technologies, between platforms. This way, people who come to the Ethernet Exchange can reach members within the Ethernet Exchange and can also reach people outside of the Ethernet Exchange because it's well integrated to the rest of our interconnectivity suite of products. So what it does in essence is that it allows someone plugging into the Ethernet Exchange to have connectivity to any one of our 900 plus customers. within our data center space. And they can make multiple connectivities to these endpoints. So it does bring a lot of value for them. It does give them an immediate, ready-made marketplace for them to trade their wares. On top of that, we are layering a web tool, a web portal, Telex Connect Marketplace. And what this does is it taps into these customers that we have within our data center to serve up their profiles, serve up their products, and say, this is what you can discover internally. So for the service providers, the communication service providers, content providers, it becomes an instant point of distribution for them. And it's not just they're present at 111 8th or they're present at 54 Marietta. It's that this provider is here. These are the services that you could also be able to get from them instantly. So again, sophisticated enterprises and businesses that are looking for these applications can tap into this readily, and the providers can make them readily available while meeting their SLA requirements and the need for low latency due to proximity to their servers. So these are some of the creative ways that we're going about addressing this.
That's great. Sounds like you guys are making a lot of improvements.
We're at work. We're busy, and it's good busy.
Good. The Ethernet exchange idea sounds sort of like a cloud-ish type, you know, like everybody being able to access the 900, you know, members.
I think I could best describe it as a cloud enabler. And when you look at our interconnection center, when it's specially packaged in a form that suits the cloud industry, we have what we refer to as the cloud exchange, cloud connection center.
Okay.
And this is powered by the Ethernet because Ethernet by its nature is reliable and it's scalable, and you have the flexibility that's demanded of that cloud community. So we do not provide the cloud services per se, but we enable it, and we have a cloud exchange wherein cloud providers can come in and be able to use the Ethernet exchange as that single point to distribute to many other cloud users. And this is done with the security that you don't get over traditional IP-based cloud that you go through the public internet for. And it also gives them that flexibility to plug into the stringent service type SLAs required of the cloud community. You want to be able to turn down a circuit and turn up another one without being faced with early termination liabilities. And you can do that easily by by a cloud provider being able to connect to a service provider A or service provider B without being worried about the underlying consequences and helping them meet that cloud model. So the Ethernet exchange is a very good, solid platform for cloud providers to deliver their services, and for the performance-minded and security-minded enterprises or businesses to be able to leverage the cloud and get the best of it. And I think Telex is addressing that very well.
Excellent. Well, I wish you the best of luck with all your new ventures.
Thank you.
Once again, thank you for joining me today. This is Les Williams, Director of Product for Interconnection and Ethernet Exchange at Telex.
Thanks, Julian.
Sure.